good? We good? Move it in close. All right, welcome everybody to the Hyde Park Town Board meeting, September 12th. I'd like to call the meeting to order, and will we please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Should I do this first or that first? All right. Resolution 9/12 of 13 of 2023 was amended, reposted at 3:30 on September 11th. I just want to let everybody know that. Need a motion. Acceptance of minutes for August 14th and 25th.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Will the clerk take a roll call on that? Or you-
Okay. I'll do them separately. So for August 14th, Councilwoman Noakes.
Aye.
Councilwoman Ruggiero.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Prusakowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani. Aye. And then for the minutes of the 25th,
Absent.
okay, Councilwoman Noakes.
Absent.
Councilwoman Ruggiero.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Prusakowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Don wasn't there.
Where was it?
Done.
Hold on a second, we're going to make a correction for that, Don was absent.
Okay.
That was the special meeting.
Oh, for the 25th.
For the
Correct.
25th. Let the record reflect that Don was absent for the meeting on the 25th, the special meeting.
Yeah, and his vote is struck from the record on that.
Thank you.
Okay, public comment on resolutions, town business only, time limit 3 minutes. Anyone, please. Going once? Okay. That's a good part. All right, does any of the board members have any conflicts of interest regarding any of the items listed on tonight's meeting agenda?
No.
No.
Don? No?
Negative.
Okay. All right, we are going to go right to 12 and 13 for the benefit of the officers and the families that are here. All right, Nicole.
Amended and posted at 3:30 PM, 9/11/2023. Resolution 9/12-13 of 2023. Resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to promote Hyde Park Police Officer Christian McGaw as detective within the Town of Hyde Park Police Department.
May I have a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilwoman Noakes.
Aye.
Councilwoman Ruggiero.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Prusakowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Lynn, can we go back and,
Do
we
12.
got to do 12. She did 13 by mistake.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, Resolution 9/12-12 of 2023. Resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to appoint Edward Cuomo and Alyssa Ridgway as part-time police assistants for the Town of Hyde Park Police Department.
May I have a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilwoman Noakes.
Aye.
Councilwoman Ruggiero.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Prusakowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Motion carried. Are the officers here? please?
Yes, the officer is here.
Priscilla, you wanted to do something special? Floor is yours.
So I just want to say we're very excited about this promotion, Officer McGaw.
Want to do the microphone? Please? Yep.
This one?
Yes.
Testing, testing. All right, great.
It's karaoke night.
I wasn't nervous until I got the microphone. The Town of Hyde Park Police Department is very proud of this promotion. This is a big part of our agency. The detective holds a huge position in this town, and I know that Christian McGaw, with his background, his military background, is going to do very well in that position and really succeed and do very well for the Town of Hyde Park. So, very proud, and I want to present him with his new detective badge. I'd like to add one more thing. Alyssa and Eddie, if you guys could come in the picture as well. Congratulations. We do a very thorough background investigation in town of Hyde Park, and they are amazing candidates, and we're very proud to have them. And I know this is the first start for their law enforcement career, so this is a big step for them, and we're very proud to have them on board as well.
You raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Christian McGaw,
I, Christian McGaw,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United
and the
States
Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and faithfully discharge the duties
and faithfully discharge the duties
of detective
of detective
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So swear. Congratulations. Oops. Can't read upside down. That was a trick.
That was my first test.
There we go.
Right there.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Okay, ready?
Yep.
I, Edward Como,
I, Edward Cuomo,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United
and the
States
Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New
and
York,
faithfully discharge the duties
and faithfully discharge the duties
of police assistant
of police assistant
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Yeah, I'll give you the right pages. Congratulations. I, Lisa Bridgman, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and faithfully discharge the duties of police assistant according to the best of my ability. And yours as well. Okay, thank you very much.
Everybody,
Squeeze in tighter. Act like we know each other. Yeah, ready?
Good, great.
You're starting at 1 now? You're starting at 1? Oh, we're doing this first.
Okay, we're back to numero uno.
Are we doing this? Are we doing this with the workshop?
I thought he said we're going to address it when we come to the resolution.
Yeah, we can do that.
No, I didn't know what we were doing.
Oh, okay. Because normally we would.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, we have a workshop. Informational discussion on the town submission of the New York Forward Grant application. Anyone have any questions? Want to know anything? Come on up. Mike's over there.
Oh, the mic is over there.
Or she could just pull that one close if you'd like to sit.
If it's on.
It's on.
Hi, Barbara Hovens, just curious what's happening.
Curious what's happening?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
we're applying for a grant.
Barbara Hovens, 31 East Market Street, Hyde Park, New York. I was just curious if the sidewalks, the lighting, the landscaping, is there anything else that's part of it?
Remainder on what's going on currently?
No, with the grant.
Oh, with the grant we're applying for?
Yeah.
There's various reasons. We're going for $4.5 million for the New York Forward revitalization. There's many different things. Parks downtown, focus area largely center is segmented on Route 9 that runs from Terwilliger Road in the south of Linden in the north. There's an area expanding into adjacent residential neighborhoods, reaching Gardner Street. It's a lot to try to redevelop. The town of Hyde Park is looking to complement its scenic landscape, abundant historical sites such as Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the Culinary Institute. We also had recently started talking to the to do some work down at the old train station that we found out today, or I found out today, I don't know if everybody else knows, that actually that Lincoln's coffin passed there in the
Yes.
1800s. It's pretty cool. So we're going to do they're trying to do a project, they're laying it out. There's an ex-MTA worker, and that's going to be, he's going to try to bring the ghost train in. Could have a lot of fun with that.
That's fabulous.
They called it the ghost train.
Because of course he came the whole way, and he's stopped here before too, when he was alive and dead, but he went through. But of course, the half moon that is coming up, the anniversary of that, the fact that Henry Hudson's boat anchored, off right off of there where Crum Elbow hits the river. So that's another exciting thing. For some reason, the historical sign people, Pomeroy, that does the free signs, they don't go back to the 1600s. But we have, it's very historic. It's our logo. So it's landscaping, it's all of that stuff, because with Hyde Park Visual Environment Committee, Hyde Park, Garden Habitat, you have a whole bunch of people that are willing to, help out with choices of trees and shrubs and native plants and to do things right and correct practices, like no volcano trees and things like that. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you
And
very
dark
much.
sky lighting, I will always support that. Lighting for the task, not out here for the sky. Task lighting. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Barbara.
Come on up.
Dylan Tuttle, 112 Roosevelt Road. Just The reason I came as well is because I saw that we were going to be applying for this large grant, but couldn't find any information about what exactly the scope of what we were asking for was. So the stuff that you just described and listed off, can we find that online anywhere? Is that available to the public to take a look at and see what?
Well, we could probably get something posted for you to
it was on Facebook.
you put that other one, yeah, but it doesn't explain what we're going for out of that.
Can I get this one?
You know, the sewer district is definitely a big thing. We're going.
Is this
for-
okay? That's part of it. Is the sewer
That's-
district? Yeah. Okay.
That's going to
Yep.
be a pretty good part.
Yeah, absolutely.
Zoning code revisions, maximize the potential for mixed-use spaces along Route 9. This could lead to development of the upper-level housing over certain storefronts. Route 9 to improve diversity of housing offering to the town. Complete streets. There's obviously sidewalks that are ending just nowhere. And exactly what we spoke about with the, you know, all our historical sites here to bring more people here. We're even working closely with, over at the New Guinea site. We're trying to get some funding to, you know, preserve the dig sites a little better. Really, because you could just go back there, kids could throw rocks, and there's some real ancient stuff back there. And then preserve them, get the QR codes updated, stuff like that.
Sure.
And there's
Yep.
a lot of, that's the kind that you have to have an in-kind match. So a lot of people have been volunteering, so we're keeping track of everything that we do so that we can use that towards when we get, because we will get the grant that we're looking for.
You think? Yeah. Really? I would expect
This
it.
one, we applied for this last year, so we learned a lot about what you need.
Yep.
So unfortunately, we're moving forward with the New York Forward.
Great. Yeah. If there's any way that some more information about what the town is hoping to do could be posted to the website or something, that'd be
Yeah.
really helpful. Thank you.
We're
Thank you
putting
very
together a
much.
plan too, which part of it too. Anyone else? No? Thank you. Okay.
Legion or residents?
Who left off where?
It's John's turn.
It's me, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Resolution 912-1 of 2023. Resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to approve a machinery purchase for the Town of Hyde Park Highway Department.
May I have a second?
Second.
Right, will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilwoman Noakes.
Aye.
Councilwoman Ruggiero.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Prusakowski.
Aye.
Supervisor Torrigiano.
Aye, motion carried.
And why, just real quick, why Howie Fisher is here. Howie, you want to just step up to the mic and you can just explain a little bit about this to the public so they're up to speed?
Okay, so the reason why I came to the town board about purchasing new trucks like I have with the previous town board is we're behind. Our trucks are aging. I have, in 3 months, they'll go from 23 years, 17 years, 16, 16, 15, 15, and 14 years. You know, we went through a spell where we bought 2 trucks in 10 years. And we just fell so far behind. When we're buying these new trucks, they come with a 5-year warranty that's towing, front to back, and it takes a little bit off our mechanics who are rebuilding our trucks nonstop. I talked to the comptroller, Jim, and Danielle, and told them, and they see the money that's being spent on these older trucks. These trucks shouldn't be here probably after 13 years. I mean, 10, it would be a good number, but that's not realistic. Once you get to 15 years, we're piecing them. They're rusting. Rory Blackwell, our mechanic, who's a welder, I mean, he's putting new floors in the trucks, he's rebuilding stuff. Unfortunately, one of them caught fire while he was putting a new floor in one, and that truck might be down for 5 months now. We have to buy a whole new dash for it, and we're told that that could be 5 months before we even get that. So we'll be down a truck for the winter at that point. We're going to do what we can. You know, we only have one spare truck, so now we'd have nothing extra. So it's important that we update, and we've been doing pretty well. I mean, we have 4 trucks. You know, we bought 2 in 2020, 2 in 2023, and if we purchase these 2, that'll be half the fleet. So I think that's important. You know, like I said, it's more cost effective because we're spending a ton on parts, and all the parts have doubled since COVID. So that's basically it.
Thank you, Howie. You guys are doing a good job, and as you all know, that the town board is dedicated to trying to keep the equipment up and running and trying to keep it in the best condition possible so that we can get the longevity out of it. But I took a tour on numerous occasions over to the highway department, and some of the equipment is, to basically say the least, is in pretty rough shape, and we're committed on trying to give you guys the tools to get the job done properly.
Been in some of the equipment and it's in rough shape.
I mean, every one of you have stopped and gone through the shop, and you've looked at the stuff, and I appreciate that. And I appreciate you guys voting for this tonight, so thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
Well, we
Howie.
know it takes over a year to get the vehicles, too.
Yes, the end of next year, we're looking to probably get them.
Yep.
Resolution 912-2 of 2023, resolution amending Resolution 612-6 of 2023, authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to approve the biannual schedule for the Town of Hyde Park Town Board meetings to be held from July to December of 2023, to add a regular meeting for Monday, October 16th for budget purposes.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
All right. Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilwoman Noakes.
Aye.
Councilwoman Ruggiero.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Prusakowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torrigiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 912-3 of 2023, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Supervisor to execute a license agreement with with Hyde Park Motor Company, Inc., to utilize a portion of a certain property for storage and parking during construction at Town Hall.
Have a second, please.
Second?
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilwoman Noakes.
Aye.
Councilwoman Ruggiero.
Aye.
Councilman Prusakowski.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torrigiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Just for the record, this agreement that we're going into with Brooke Stoutenberg across the street, the gentleman is nice enough to let us use a tract of the land where the Hyde Park Motors is for staging area and employee parking for the town hall while it's under construction. It was very nice of Mr. Stoutenberg to help the town out, and this document is just something to cover liability issues and everything, and it was very nice of him to do that. So you're going to be seeing some activity here very shortly. Thank you.
Supervisor, will this affect the farmer's market?
No.
Thank you.
We put it further back.
It's further to the, so
Yeah.
it's not affecting the farmer's market. Okay.
Yeah.
Resolution 912-4 of 2023, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to accept the proposal of the Atlantic Testing Laboratories for professional inspection and testing services relating to the construction of the Town Hall addition.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilwoman Noakes.
Aye.
Councilwoman Ruggiero.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Prusakowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torrigiani.
Aye. Motion carried. This again is another part of the project that the town has to provide, not the contractors.
Resolution 912-5 of 2023, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to approve the application submission of the New York Forward Grant application.
May I have a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilwoman Noakes.
Aye.
Councilwoman Ruggiero.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Prusakowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torrigiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 912-6 of 2023, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to rescind Resolution 612-3 of 2023, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Supervisor to execute an agreement with the New York State Department of Transportation to maintain pedestrian facilities and landscaping features on New York Route 9 between the Hyde Park Plaza, Hyde Park Firehouse, Town of Hyde Park, County of Dutchess.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Would you please
I'm sorry.
explain why rescinding so that people know?
Why we're rescinding the resolution?
Yeah.
I think it has to do with the maintaining of it.
It's
right?
all pertaining to the maintenance of
The maintenance of the,
landscaping and some of the drains that were installed.
So why is this being rescinded?
Because I believe that the property owners are not going to be doing a lot of that now. I thought the state is going to be doing it, correct or no?
no, they're
That's
one.
the way I understood
They're
it.
saying the town is doing it.
Oh, it's,
Looks like there was
I
a
think-
correction.
Is it correct that it was because the DOT wanted some resolution attached to, or some kind of description attached to the resolution? Is that
That's
right?
the way I understood it.
Yeah.
It wasn't because of something that DOT was asking for?
well, it said that it was a period to maintain the landscape for a 25-year period, so.
Sorry?
That's what we're agreeing to.
Yeah.
Can you repeat that?
Hopefully they trim
What
it.
did you say? Not you, Al.
In the resolution, it says the municipality of the town of Hyde Park agrees to maintain such as a landscaping for a 25-year period.
That's in the
No.
new
Right.
resolution.
They're looking at the new one, right?
That's correct.
This
So I'm
is
just
the-
saying, could we tell the public why we're rescinding one and having a new one? And I think it's the DOT that had some kind of requirement as to how it was written, is that
The
right?
language needed to be installed in the DOT agreement.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what
So-
department maintains the
We're rescinding.
landscaping?
Well, right now, I think recreation goes down through there, don't they? They're on the opposite side, they're doing maintaining the walkways and the stuff that, on the west side.
Right, until we take beneficial use,
Yeah,
which we're not taking it until all the punch list item and everything is correct.
yeah. The contract is, a majority of the work is completed. The document for substantial completed is not signed. Al's negotiating, we have some punch list items that are major issues that we see, and we are trying to get them rectified with the contractor before they close out their scope of work, and we give them substantial completion so that they can then get final payment. We have a couple of the ADA ramps down near McDonald's that are retaining some water. We have a little, coming out of Antonella's, we have a little island that is projecting out a little too far, and the cars are coming out, exiting Antonella's, and clipping the curb. So we have some punch list items that the contractor has to rectify before we can move forward with closing out the paperwork.
These have to be done, that has to be repaired because it's taken out tires, we're gonna hit, people hit rims. My daughter just, I had to replace her tires and rims. But if it was anybody else, the town would be the one getting sued, so it must be fixed. I'm not allowing it to stay the way it is. It's not in accordance with the contract documents anyway. It's about 4 to 6 inches off. But that, when you're coming down and you don't know that second bump, it's called an area of refuge. So if cars are coming in and out, you could stay in that little part where they had that island, and it's not necessary, but it's causing more havoc than it is. So,
And all this scope of work and everything that we're talking about is no additional charge to the
That's what I was
town.
just gonna-
It is,
Yeah.
it is punch list items that weren't performed properly, or engineering defects or flaws out in the field that were picked up, and we're getting the contractor to rectify them.
So basically, everything was already approved, we're just making the language correct.
That's correct.
yeah. It's a shame. This will be the second time they ripped it out.
So we need to vote on the resolution to rescind the former resolution.
Did we do that?
Yes,
We had a motion and a second.
We had a motion and a second, but no vote.
correct.
Okay, we got to read the vote. Okay. Who made the motion? Don
I motioned. Oh, no,
and Nicole.
I second.
Okay, will the clerk please take the roll call vote on that?
Councilwoman Noakes.
Aye.
Councilwoman Ruggiero.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Prusakowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torres-Young.
Aye, motion carried.
Resolution 912-7 of 2023, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Supervisor to execute an agreement with the New York State Department of Transportation to maintain pedestrian facilities and landscaping features on NY Route 9 between the Hyde Park Plaza and the Hyde Park Firehouse, Town of Hyde Park, County of Dutchess.
Jeez, I don't like that one. Thank you, Nicole. May I have a second?
Second?
Will the clerk please take a roll call vote?
Councilwoman Noakes.
Aye.
Councilwoman Ruggiero.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Prusakowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torres-Young.
Aye, motion carried.
This is the second one. Resolution 912-8 of 2023, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to rescind Resolution 612-4 of 2023, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Supervisor to execute an agreement with the New York State Department of Transportation to maintain, repair, and energize a pedestrian lighting system on or along the state highway within the geographic jurisdiction of the municipality. Such highway identified as Route 9, State Highway 453, County of Dutchess.
Thank you, Lynn. May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilwoman Noakes.
Aye.
Councilwoman Ruggiero.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Prusakowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torres-Young.
Aye, motion carried.
Resolution 912-9 of 2023, resolution of the Town Board of the Municipality of the Town of Hyde Park agreeing to maintain, repair, and energize a pedestrian lighting system on or along a state highway within the geographical jurisdiction of the municipalities, such highway identified as U.S. Route 9, State Highway 453, County of Dutchess.
Okay. May I have a
Second.
All right, Tom, thanks. Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilwoman Noakes.
Aye.
Councilwoman Ruggiero.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Prusakowski.
Aye.
Supervisor Torres-Young.
Aye, motion carried.
Resolution 912-10 of 2023, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to acknowledge the resignation of Town of Hyde Park Highway Department Motor Vehicle Equipment Operator Christopher Rishka.
May I have a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilwoman Noakes.
Aye.
Councilwoman Ruggiero.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Prusakowski.
Aye.
Supervisor Torres-Young.
Aye, motion carried.
Resolution 912-11 of 2023, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to appoint Julio Soto as full-time motor equipment operator for the Town of Hyde Park Highway Department.
May I have a second, please?
Second?
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilwoman Noakes.
Aye.
Councilwoman Ruggiero.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Prusakowski.
Aye.
Supervisor Torres-Young.
Aye, motion carried.
Mr. Soto's here, correct? Say hello. There's the gentleman.
Congratulations.
Welcome aboard.
Congratulations.
Resolution 912-14 of 2023, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to acknowledge the resignation of Town of Hyde Park Legislative Aide Caroline A. Miller.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilwoman Noakes.
Aye.
Councilwoman Ruggiero.
Aye, with thanks for her loyal work.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Persikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torrigiani.
Aye. And I too would like to thank Caroline. She is going to be missed,
Most definitely, most definitely.
you know,
Absolutely.
without doubt.
Resolution 912-15 of 2023, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to approve vacation carryover for Town of Hyde Park Zoning Board of Appeals Secretary Kathleen Hope.
May I have a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilwoman Noakes.
Aye.
Councilwoman Ruggiero.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Persikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torrigiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 912-16 of 2023, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to approve the attendance of K-9 Officer Alec Brando to attend the Yates County Sheriff's Annual K-9 Seminar to be held on Sunday, October 15th, conclude on Thursday, October 19th, 2023, at the Showboat Motel in Himrod, New York.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
All right. Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilwoman Noakes.
Aye.
Councilwoman Ruggiero.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Persikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torrigiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 912-17 of 2023, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to accept the Dutchess County 2023 Municipal Investment Grant funding for the Town of Hyde Park Police Department to help offset the cost of equipment and training for an active shooter preparedness program for the Town of Hyde Park Police Department.
May I have a
Second.
second?
Second.
All right. Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilwoman Noakes.
Aye.
Councilwoman Ruggiero.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Persikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torrigiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 912-18 of 2023. Resolution authorizing the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation to advertise and post signage for public fishing access and locations for Crum Elbow Creek on Town of Hyde Park property.
May I have a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilwoman Noakes.
Aye.
Councilwoman Ruggiero.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Persikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torrigiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 912-19 of 2023, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to accept the proposal of Cleveland Plumbing and Heating for the replacement and installation of a boiler at the Town of Hyde Park Recreation Hackett House Building at Hackett Hill.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilwoman Noakes.
Aye.
Councilwoman Ruggiero.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Persikowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torrigiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Just to let the public know, this boiler that we're talking about here is fairly old, and it's been problematic, and it outlasted its expectancy of lifetime. And while we're replacing
Years ago.
this unit, we are also putting a sidearm on it to provide hot water to the house or the office there quicker, easier. It's more efficient, and this has been needed for a long time, and we just couldn't get through the winter. We had 2 or 3 people look at it, and it had to be replaced. So it's a capital improvement that it must have been done. Yeah,
I think it's older than me.
yeah.
Resolution 912-20 of 2023, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to appoint Jason Rosillo as the Town of Hyde Park Games of Chance Inspector for 2023.
May I have a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilwoman Noakes.
Aye.
Councilwoman Ruggiero.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Krusakowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Troisiano.
Aye, motion carried.
Resolution 912-21 of 2023, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to acknowledge the resignation of Town of Hyde Park Highway Department Senior Account Clerk Brenda Lane.
May I have a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilwoman Noakes.
Aye.
Councilwoman Ruggiero.
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilman Krusakowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Troisiano.
Aye, motion carried. Any new or old business anyone would like to speak on?
From that end, you got anything?
I just was wanting you to address when the town will start the addition, because people have been asking.
When they see the fence go up? No.
I keep saying soon.
No, we're waiting for they're putting together their final schedule. And the first part's gonna be the fence going up. So the fence will go all the way around. And then we're starting to empty the downstairs, so it'll be starting.
This month?
It should be, supposed to be this month, yes. They're gonna wanna get in the ground quick.
Yeah.
They know they gotta go 8 feet down to find what they call virgin soil. Okay.
You want to
Yeah,
address
hold on.
Dinsmore?
Huh?
Did you address Dinsmore?
No, because we were waiting to send a letter out and
Okay. We just want to ask the residents of Statsburg, we do know that there's been a lot of holdups on the playground project down there. We are very well aware. We have been trying to work with the contractor, and now we're working on resolution for that site. We are as frustrated as they are. And we do, we are appreciative, especially of the pickleballers' patience. Hasn't gone exactly the way we would have liked it. Would like to have seen that completed by now.
I'm gonna have you guys notify the
got anything now?
bond. Our plan is to put their bonding company on notice.
Yeah.
That normally gets them moving pretty quick. If not, we'll put the bond on notice, period. We'll pull the bond and finish it with someone else.
Couple other quick housekeeping things. Just want to say, or the board wants to say, Richard Maddox has been going through some health issues for a while, and I know he was in the hospital and out. Was a committee member for many committees here in Hyde Park, and we want to wish him the best to bounce back. We miss him, and we just want to say, all the best to him. The highway department has been really struggling. The guys have been working many hours, and with all these windstorms and rainstorms, we've been having a lot of trees that have been coming down. Unfortunately, most of the trees are from private property owners that are the tops of the trees or the trees in whole are coming down and crossing the roads, which makes the town highway department get a call, and then in the middle of the night, we have to dispatch a crew to go cut the tree up and get it cleaned up. So what we're asking, we've been having a lot of heavy rains, a lot of heavy winds. Anybody that sees any trees that is questionable, that think is on the town right of way or the town property, that's a liability, reach out to Howie and see if we can address them. For the ones that are on personal property, if you know that a tree is leaning or dead or looks like it's going to fall, please try to address that and get that corrected as soon as possible, so that we don't have to, all the taxpayers in the town of Hyde Park don't have to, take up the burden of bringing in all our manpower and having these guys work all night or 4 or 5 hours through the night with the chippers and chainsaws, and then have them come in back in the next morning. Howie, you guys have been doing a good job, and thank the crew, and we appreciate everything that's going on, and we understand, so thank you very much.
This last storm, just to let you know, all the trees were private trees.
Yeah.
So everyone were in wires, the guys were out, and they were all privately owned trees that people are just letting go, and they fall where they fall, and then we have to do the cleanup of the road.
Howie, I just got a
We
quick
have
question.
another-
Do you have to coordinate with Central Hudson when those are hung up on the wires, your guys?
We can't touch it until Central Hudson gets
Okay.
Clears.
As far as East Dorsey Lane, I owe a lot of the people some, we talked about it last month, the Hyde Park Police Department sent out the radar enforcement unit and set it up over to East Dorsey Lane, and unfortunately, there was a problem, mechanical problem with the unit, and it didn't compile the data as expected, so we have to put the unit back out there. The police chief notified us today that there was a problem with one of the batteries. They did replace the batteries. They are going to get that radar enforcement unit set back out on East Dorsey Lane again so that we can compile the data of number of cars, the speed and everything, and then we can report back to the residents in that area, and the town board can make a decision of, what's actually happening in that stretch of roadway. Another thing is, as far as the town hall project is moving forward, we have, or the town of Hyde Park has the two parking lots, the parking lot out along the town hall and the rear parking lot. And there's been a lot of people parking cars there and leaving them overnight. Technically, there are reserved spots that you could pay $100 per quarter. You have to come in and register your car and go through the proper paperwork with the clerk here and get that taken care of. But during construction, we are going to be really enforcing that because we're going to need all the parking spaces for the town hall to conduct business during construction. So if anybody is parking their car out in the town hall parking lot and leaving it overnight without a permit, that is a no-no. So just to kind of let everybody know. Another point of interest is, as everybody knows, it's election time. So you've been seeing a lot of signs going up, campaign signs. The highway department, the county, everybody is still in the process of mowing the sides, the shoulders of the road. So if anybody's putting campaign signs out, please take in mind that, the town hall doesn't want to get calls saying, hey, my signs are getting destroyed, they're getting stolen. Lots of times, the highway crew is coming by, or the county's coming by, and these signs, these guys don't have the capability of keep getting off the tractor to take the signs and then put them back. So a lot of them are going to need to be, readjusted or whatever, but the highway department, anybody can reach out to Howie. He will give you the list of where he's mowing. And we appreciate everybody trying to not block the site visibility for cars on intersections and work with the highway department with their placement of their signs. And then the only other thing that I have is for the people over on Roosevelt Road. A lot of people were calling me asking for an update. We still haven't obtained the signatures for at least one property to get in there and excavate the swale and relieve the water behind the homes on Roosevelt Road, and without obtaining that signature, the town cannot move forward. So that's the update on the Roosevelt Road project so far.
I just wanted to add one more thing for highway. It's leaf season. I know we're expecting flooding tomorrow into Thursday. If you have a culvert at the end of your property and you can remove those leaves off that grate, it's really helpful for those guys. They do go out. I know how you send crews out to clean them off before storms, but obviously the storms just put the leaves back on them. That will help alleviate flooding, and I hope everybody's careful out there. I know the last big storm I was out, and over the weekend there were people who were stranded because their car couldn't make it through the puddle. But if you could, if you can just do that, just go out and just move those leaves. I know often when I'm walking my dog, I just, take my boot and move them to the side myself. It's helpful to you guys, I know, with the flooding.
Productive. Anything else? Anybody?
Anything else we can do for you, Howie?
Keep going.
Well, it's not just
like highway.
Howie, it's also the county. You gotta, they'll mow, they don't care. They mow, they'll destroy the signs. We
They
know.
hit them, they go flying.
We know, we all went through that. Okay, if we have nothing else, we have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Okay.
Second?
Second? I think she did second. Do we have to make a roll call?
All in favor?
All in favor, say aye.
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 Done.
Everyone get home safe.